All right, Vig. We're gonna stick with football for right now, and you're gonna try to read my handwriting. And this is a little somber post here.
Okay.
Just win, baby. Just win, baby.
Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate his life.
You're right. Let's celebrate. I mean, if you're watching this, if you're a big sports fan, you know where Just Win Baby comes from. That comes from Al Davis, who was a great person, great persona, character, figurehead, however you want to say it, in the world of football, the NFL, and you can go back to the AFL. He passed away this past week at the age of 82. Al Davis. He's been the majority owner of the Raiders for, I don't know, 30 years or so, but have been involved as a partial owner, coach, GM of the team, going back 50 years. Really has been involved with the league forever. And he was, as much as we ridicule him for some of the things he's done and treated some of his players, he also had a lot to do with making this league better. And
absolutely.
What do you think of Al Davis?
There's no greater evidence than Al Davis's impact on the game than the fact that the Oakland Raiders became a great team.
Right.
AFL team coming into the National Football League and winning championships.
Right.
Consistently. Won in the 70s, won in the 80s. Got to Super Bowl in 2000-something and got beat to 04. And got beat by the Tampa Bay Bucks, which had an all-time great defense that year.
Sure.
So ultimately, you have to look at Al Davis as a winner. Certainly outspoken, Steinbrenner-esque as far as sometimes you'd read what he said and really kind of cringe.
Yeah.
But he fought for player rights as an owner.
He did.
He was an innovator from a integrate the league perspective, AFL to NFL, and ultimately he was a winner.
Yeah, he was a winner. He has, I don't know exactly how many titles. I think I want to say 3 titles for the Raiders, 2 or 3. If you read the post, one of my favorite Super Bowls ever to watch the highlights of was the Black Sunday. They call it the massacre that they had over the Washington Redskins. I think the game was 38-19, something like that. Marcus Allen running up and down the field. Great game. Fun to watch. 83, that sounds right. The Raiders made it to a lot of Super Bowls, even if they haven't won them all. They lost to
the steel curtain was always kind of their barrier to winning 7 Super Bowls.
If I'm not mistaken, they were in Super Bowl II, right, against the Packers. Back, a lot of people forget that back when it really wasn't just the NFL; it was the AFL and the NFL at the time. So
Super Bowl.
And the champions of those league came together. Eventually, the Jets won Super Bowl III, and that helped to bring the leagues together. But with that being said, the Raiders have been a good franchise, and you can even see it this year. And everyone's laughing at them. They had Jamarcus Russell. Crap. They brought in, John Gruden was their coach for a while. They shipped him off. Then he goes and went to Super Bowl.
Shipped him off. Then had a couple of joke coaches.
Right, joke coaches exactly. And they
coaches were beating up trainers.
Yeah, Tom Gable guy.
Assault charges.
I think Art Shell has coached them 4 or 5 times. But any way you slice it, you know what? Hey, Al Davis brought back Art Shell. How many times did Steinbrenner bring back Billy Martin?
Good point.
And they're both winners. So I appreciate that, Al, what you did for the league. And you know what? Your team right now is having a pretty good season, and I'm sure you're looking down on them and happy what you put together for 2011.
Team's back, too.
They are.
Team's back. Strong team at this point. Go Raiders.